All right. We're going to do a carburetor overhaul, or really just a carburetor clean, on this 3.3 horsepower Mercury. So the first thing to do is take the float bowl off. You've got two screws. Take that off. The float will come out with that, that's fine. You take the slide out. Actually, you've got to undo this nut here first. I've already loosened that off. Just take the slide out, set that aside. Slide this pin out of the float arms, and then you've basically got this little pin with a rubber end inside there. So as the float sort of pushes this up, pushes this little pin up into a seat, and shuts the fuel off so that the carburetor doesn't flood. We will take the main jet out. And then it's normally, in the bigger motors, that's normally got some holes in the sides, but I guess it works. Looks very clean, which is good. Got a little tub of fuel. Give that a soak. And if you can get your hands on compressed air, definitely the way to go. So I'm going to blow compressed air through every passage that the fuel runs. Make sure when you're using the compressor, you don't blow it out of your hands and lose it. You want to make sure that your jets, you can see the hole through. Nice clean hole with no debris inside. All right. Put this little shut off pin back in there. Who knows what it's really called. Sit it down inside there. Put that pin back in. Probably should have done these ones first. Put the high-speed jet back in. You don't need to over tighten those, they're only brass. Make sure you use the right size screwdriver as well, so you don't, strip out the inside. Put the float back on. Put the bowl back on. Obviously, if you damage any of the gaskets between the float bowl and the body of the carburetor, you're going to have to replace them. This one here is just your idle speed. If that was a screw going into a idle mixture or something, I would have taken that out and cleaned out the passage there. Now this slide has a slot in it, carburetor slide, and there's a little pin down inside the carburetor. Make sure that pin sits through this slide as it goes in, like that. Screw this back up. Now, if you're traveling along in your 2.5 horsepower or 3.3 horsepower, and you go full throttle and it keeps just backing off by itself. There's a way to fix that. If you tighten up this screw, it puts more tension on the actual throttle arm and it will stay up. So yeah, it's just a matter of tightening that up a little bit and you will not, yeah, it won't be annoying with that continually coming down. Anyway, that's good to go.